Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing the 50 random facts tag, and I wasn't really tagged by anyone to do this, at least I don't think so, but I've been really wanting to do this video for like 6 months now, so figured today was a good time to do it. And also there's a Brandon in the background. Can you see him? Hey! Are you playing Elder Scrolls?
I'm doing something important.
He's doing something important. Anyway, I'm going to be reading these facts off of my phone, so apologies if I look at my phone, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've never broken a bone, and this is actually kind of a feat because I'm extremely clumsy and accident prone, and I think it's honestly just a matter of time, so knock on wood. I burp a lot. I'm Mexican, but I don't really speak Spanish anymore. When people buy or give me things just for no reason, or for no special occasion, I get extremely emotional. Brandon can attest to that. I have an absolute obsession, crazy obsession with Chick-fil-A. I'm extremely terrified of spiders, and I have been for a really long time. When I went to go see Harry Potter in theaters, I think it's Chamber of Secrets that I saw, and you get lots of close-up shots of Aragog. I completely cried in the theater and shut my eyes the entire time. I have a really horrible habit of listening to the same 3 to 10 songs over and over and over again until it gets to the point where I hate them and I don't want to listen to them ever again. I was Christian growing up, and I was supposed to be baptized 3 different times, and it never happened because I was grounded each time. I've been bitten by a dog once, and it was actually on my left butt cheek. If I ever fart in public, I always laugh, so if you ever ask who farted and someone laughs, that means it was probably me. When I was younger, my mom got me this Pocahontas costume, and it came with a sing-along cassette, and every time her friends came over, she made me put it on and sing for them. I majored in biochemistry my freshman year of college, and it completely killed my college experience. I used to have imaginary friends. They were named Sissy and Boyfriend. I currently work as a hostess and busser in a restaurant, and I also just got a job at JCPenney. I used to be chubby as a kid, and it honestly only took one person telling me that I was fat to completely ruin my self-esteem. And even when I weighed nothing and I had stopped eating and I was thin to the point where I was unhealthy, I still looked in the mirror and thought I was morbidly obese.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. The first beauty tuber that I ever watched was actually Leisha, or Xparkage here on YouTube, and I thought it was really cool to find out that she actually lived in the same town as me. My first pet was a turtle, and his name was Turtle. My grandma told me when I was 11 that I was adopted within my family, so the person I thought was my mom was actually my aunt, but I still call my mom, and my biological mother, I just call her by her name. When I eat peanuts, my throat kind of closes up and I tend to choke, and my eyes get watery and I have a hard time speaking, but I still eat them anyway because I really love peanuts. Because she was really young when she adopted me, it was just me and my mom growing up, and those were some of the best memories of my entire life. I technically have 3 Tias, or aunts in Spanish, but I only call my Tia Sylvia Tia. The rest of them I just call them by name, and it's always been that way. I don't know why. The first wedding that I was ever in was my mom's, and I still very vividly remember how beautiful she looked that day. My Tia and I were extremely close growing up. However, she really hated taking me to the movies because I would always ask too many questions and just talk too much the entire movie. So she would buy me Milk Duds because they were really hard for me to chew, and it would give my mouth something to do, so I would stop talking. My hair used to be really, really, really long, like a couple inches above my ankles long, and I had to wear it in a braid every day, and I hated it. On the first day of preschool, my Thea took me. She put my hair in a bun. I remember a little boy made fun of it, and I cried so much and was so devastated and completely put off of updos ever since. When I was in kindergarten, during that time, I let another boy named Jordan cut my hair. I don't think I've ever seen my mom so angry. I cannot stand to sleep in my makeup. I don't know how people do it. I really hate when people pop their knuckles or crack their neck. However, back popping, totally fine. I always sneak food into the movies. I have a dog named Ralph, and I talk to him as if he were a human being. Speaking of Ralph, he's scared of all inanimate objects. All of them. For example, Ralphie! I was in an acapella group called the ASU Pitchforks, and I think about them pretty much every day. We have an EP, by the way, it's on iTunes, so I'll link that in the doobly-doo. I have read through the Harry Potter series at least 12 times. My dream role has always been and will always be Christine Daae from Phantom of the Opera. I really love scary movies, but I hate really poorly done scary movies. I once drew smiley faces on an AP test because I was too tired to take it. I just ran out of foundation today, so this is all courtesy of every matte concealer I own and powder. I used to wake up at 2:30 a.m. every single day for about 2 years in middle school so I could watch Inuyasha on Adult Swim and do yoga before school every day. I only got detention once in my entire school career, and it was for actually telling the boy that I liked that I hated him. I played flute, piccolo, bassoon, and I dabbled in a little bit of concert percussion in high school. I actually won an award for it called the John Philip Sousa Award. Growing up, I attended 8 different schools. There is over 1.5 feet height difference between me and my boyfriend. What is this, like you're
like at my armpit.
I don't drive because I have a pretty intense car crash phobia. I only wear one kind of perfume actually. This is Alien by ZaneMUA. It's French, I think. If it were socially acceptable, I would wear no shoes and no bras out in public. I'm extremely kind to everyone I meet until they're rude to me or someone close to me, in which case I get very, very ugly. I cry whenever I see dead animals in the road or when I look at baby clothes for too long. I don't like taking medication even though I've been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and thyroid problems. I'm a pretty sociable person, but I am truly a homebody at heart. If you guys want to do this tag, I tagged a few people in the description, so go check that out. But even if you just want to do it, you should just do it and say I tagged you and let me know that you did it, and I will watch your videos. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing really well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Blech. Did you hear that? That was weird. My Thea and... Ooh! Where are you going? Do you hear him? Yeah, he's dreaming. That was English. I don't want to say that. I technically have 3 Theas. Wow, did you see that? I need a glass of water. His nose is in his butthole.
It smells bad.
It probably smells wonderful. Like roses. And one time when she went to go see Ralph, too bad. Let's try that again.